Live.
Hello.
I almost did a COVID test live, but it involves jamming a Q-tip up your nose.
Yeah,
so
it does.
It's a family.
Why are you not? Are you not well?
I am fine, but we have a family event that requires proof of negative COVID tests. So.
Yeah, that'd be a deal breaker for me.
See,
personally, I'd be
I'm just gonna be absolutely insufferable. I'm like, oh, is that chicken? Is it free range? Are those peas? Are those genetically modified organisms? Because I don't eat those.
Is this a wedding?
Are those conflict-free beets?
That's yes.
What about the diamond?
I want
her engagement ring. Is it conflict? Is it a blood diamond?
Blood diamond.
With child soldiers slaughtered for it? Well, why not? It tastes better. The lap dance is better when the stripper's crying. It's like the diamonds are better if the child soldier suffered.
God.
I'm going to wear an NRA mask.
I actually that would be a huge deal. I don't see my family anyway, so you gotta get a COVID test to fuck you.
Yeah. I'd be gone.
I just don't
be a
care.
Perfect excuse.
That's funny because I just posted on MeWe earlier this week that I was hearing that people were actually doing that things, even going further than that, but like requiring requiring everybody that comes to the wedding be vaccinated. Okay, bye. Nice knowing
bye. You. I don't have to send a gift, do I?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Send the COVID test in an envelope. Here you go. Happy wedding.
Right. Yeah. My coworker, she went to a concert last night, and she had to attend the concert. It was the Jonas Brothers, which apparently they're a bunch of pussies.
Oh my God!
Like Nick, is your coworker
you either
like
have
14?
to be. No. Well, I mean, she's not much older than that, but I guess it was kind of a nostalgic concert for her or something. But I
mean, the Smothers Brothers.
You either have to provide the vaccine card or the COVID test to get into the concert. And I want to mention that Blossom is a venue around here, and it is outdoors.
Yeah, well, I was talking to my folks, and apparently at Fenway Park, the baseball stadium, you don't need to wear a mask in your seat because it's outdoors. But if you go inside to use the bathroom, you have to put a mask on.
They do that at the zoo.
I've seen Fenway Park, Jay. There is no inside at Fenway Park.
Exactly.
You're still, when you go to the bathroom, you're still outside.
Exactly. It's
pretty
much all. Yeah, it's pretty much all open. It's under
wide
the
open.
Stands. Yeah.
You're still outdoors.
It's like the ultimate in theater.
People see you peeing, like if they look. What?
The bathrooms are enclosed.
I'm confused.
But the area. There's walkways to outside that are not doors.
Right.
Like all. In the arc, it's not a full circle, of course, but it's a
right.
It's you're still
90-degree arc.
You're still outside.
I had to do math.
Yeah.
Sqrpt made me math.
No.
I remember the corner of a circle is 90 degrees. You're gonna learn.
It's crazy talk.
And this is my I just got over gout, so I'm like I've found religion again.
Hydrate. No more bourbon for you, sir.
Not until like it fades far enough in the past. And I'm like, I could just have one glass.
So I was I should fill in the score report. I was in Jay's neck of the woods this past week. And
just down the street.
Just down the street. I have no sense of where you live in relation to anywhere that I was. I have no idea.
It was about an hour.
It's just a freeway where everybody drives like maniacs. What the fuck are you people doing?
It is a.
What are you doing?
It is a toss up from here to Boston. It really is. And my time in Boston was kind of it was different because I had a 14-year-old Cadillac that was dented and kind of decomposed. So
you didn't give a fuck.
I merged into traffic by, BMW.
Oh my God.
The Nimitz is trying to dock with you. You might want to move.
I still maintain that Boston has the worst drivers and the worst traffic of any place in the U.S.
Well, because, it's like if you fly over Houston, right, you will see a network, a grid of streets arranged logically. Boston looks like a tub of bait.
Yeah.
It's just... There's just roads everywhere. And just for fuck's sake, we're going to make every third one way, going the other way you don't want.
You can easily identify cities that were built for the most part before cars existed and cities that were built after cars existed, because cities in the South and the West, and for the most part, they're all post-car for their majority expansion. In the East, you've got roads that were originally cow paths and deer trails and shit like that.
Deer trails,
so they just wherever.
Yeah. Well, I got to say that I've been to Houston, and I've also been to like the DC area now. Yeah. And I got to say, the DC area is worse.
I have driven in Houston as well.
Really bad. Like, I don't know what you people are doing there. Like, everybody's going 80, first of all. And you're merging like zoop, zoop, like right on top of each other. For no reason, though, because there's lots of space. If everybody just like spaced out and like took their time, because you're all are going to the same stoplight eventually, like there's no point. Like, chill out, dude.
You want me to tell you what the problem is?
People's the problem.
People
is always the problem.
They're all Democrats.
Is that it? You think?
Well, what do you think? It's panic.
I don't know. I don't even understand it. I was like, what is happening? Like, there's plenty of road. Like, if you look, there's like cars like stacked up on each other. Like everybody's going 80. And then they're like, if you look behind you, there's nothing. I'm like, what?
They're extra stupid. And you have people driving according to the laws of their country of origin.
Sure. Yeah, also, I want to mention that, this also I've noticed one of the problems with Houston, and I noticed this also in Phoenix. One of the problems with crazy drivers, I see more crazy drivers in areas that don't get horrible snow.
Yep.
Because
I agree.
You merge like that in Cleveland, and there's
tailgaters.
It's not good.
It weeds out.
No,
you
don't tailgate in Cleveland. And we just get in the habit of leaving space because, oh my God, there might be like a horrible snowstorm at any moment, and we could all just fly off into the berm and be upside down. And
11 months out of the year, there might be ice on that bridge.
There could be.
Yeah,
so
that's true. See here, if you're not tailgating,
I don't get it.
Somebody will cut you off.
That's how it is. That's how it is in Houston.
If there is literally enough space for the car, and sometimes even not enough space, somebody will pull in.
Somebody will pull in.
They will pull in, and they will
slam
on their. They will pull in and then slam on their brakes. And I honestly think that is the reason we are not allowed to own grenade launchers. Because if you cut me off and then slam on your brakes, if I had an RPG, you would be a smoking Hulk. Whoop! Sorry. You have lost.
Oh my God!
You have lost your DC privileges.
It was nuts.
I've driven. Well, I haven't driven everywhere in this country, but I've driven in lots of it. Easily 75% of it. And
of the big cities, you mean?
Yeah. Well, I've driven in every NFL city, for one thing. So
you've driven in the city of New England,
right? I have. Boston.
Have you driven in Cleveland?
I have driven in Cleveland.
I've driven in Cleveland several times.
Cleveland's nothing. Cleveland's
No, we are polite to a fault here.
It is nothing. You know what else is surprisingly is Philadelphia and its environs.
Snow.
As long as you don't stop, you're fine.
Snow.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Yes,
it is
yes.
It's the snow. Yeah, Phoenix is bad.
Oh, Phoenix is terrible.
Phoenix is because it's 700 degrees.
Minneapolis.
Everybody wants to just go inside.
Minneapolis is good.
Yeah.
Snow.
Washington is
marijuana.
Seattle, Washington is, kind of
marijuana.
Yeah. Atlanta is awful. Houston is awful. Dallas is awful.
Any place in Florida.
Florida is bad. Yeah. Tampa.
I'm sticking with my snow theory.
Yeah, I think you're right. Tampa's bad.
Yeah.
Miami's bad. Jacksonville's bad.
Most of Florida is from people who come from areas with snow.
That's true.
But
yeah,
they're
all
like
from
700 years old, so they can't see over the steering wheel.
You got the old factor to deal with.
The little remote control cars where all I could see are the hands on the top of the steering wheel. Are they driving looking through the radiator? What's going on? It's like a periscope. Whoop.
Yep.
Anyway, I wanted to mention I met Jay for supper. And Jay's lovely wife. How long have I known you, Jay? 12 years?
Longer than that.
We've been doing the show for like that long.
At least 14. Because that's when I started.
Oh my God.
Blog. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I met Jay's wife for the first time. And she was lovely. And I've always kind of wondered, I think she's lovely. And I've always wondered, because you're so Jay. I've always wondered, how does that work? But I think your wife, she's quieter, but I think she can hold her own.
Oh yes, yes,
yes.
And if
she's very funny. She's very funny.
And if we had dinner a couple more times and she got to know you a little better, yeah. She's very quiet until you can't shut her up. And I love you, hon. Well, hope you don't see this.
Next time.
Absolutely. And that was a great choice in the restaurant, by the way.
It was. Alan.
Yes.
Kept him.
He was rubbing on my legs a minute ago, and then he went back and laid down on the thing.
Yes, we had very good chili.
I heard, and I saw the menu, and I have to say that I told Brita this. I said that Brita had the Frito pie, and I said that's the fanciest Frito pie I've ever seen in my life because it was served on a plate,
not in a bag of Fritos.
I've never had a Frito pie served on a plate before.
This newfangled silverware.
I know.
You mean they replaced your fingers? All of a sudden, Alan's becoming an old prospector from Toy Story 2. Sergeant, you kids in here.
This restaurant was pretty neat. They gave you a little sampler, like a little 4-dish sampler of all your chili, their chilies, because they, you can order a dish that, highlights chili, but you could choose what chili you want. And so it was there was a Terlingua chili.
Terlingua.
There was Texas style.
Terlingua.
Texas style.
Terlingua. There was a
Terlingua.
There was a vegetarian.
Texas style.
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati chili.
So really it was just 2 chilies.
Well,
because vegetarian chili is not chili, and neither is Cincinnati.
Did you try the vegetarian chili, Jay?
I did.
Oh, you did.
My wife's sister is vegetarian, and she makes a chili that is damn good. And
I'm not sure about those soy flakes. They are not my thing. Soy flakes, not my thing.
It's not soy flakes. It's like that Morningstar patties.
Oh, that might be good.
I
But
don't
like
mind.
whatever they made this chili out of
really
was not so good.
Near me.
But I got the Texas style. I got the Texas style chili on my Frito pie.
Okay.
And
I bet it was good.
It was good.
I bet it didn't have beans in it.
Everything was good. I had to really resist when the waitress was taking away the sampler. I was like, no, wait, let me scrape that out. I'm not done.
I tried to get beans to add to my chili.
the waitress
But the waitress is like, well, I mean, she did kind of, but I tried because I thought, here's my chance. But she said, she's
Alan,
like, oh,
Alan, you've
honey,
got Jeremy Clarkson's
they're just
smug face.
She was like, they're just beans that are like kind of steamed. There's no flavor. I was like, okay, forget it. Like I gave up.
He scooped them off. You really don't want them.
I wanted to add them in,
They
like
fell
so
in the
that
toilet.
I would have.
We sprayed some
So no,
cleaner
I did
on them
not
by
have beans.
accident. You really don't.
I hope you gave that waitress a big tip.
Yeah, actually, there was a big tip. Yeah.
I was an excellent.
Nobody got the Cincinnati chili.
So it really was Texas chili because
yes,
it was.
No
It
beans.
was good. No beans.
Yes, Ellen.
Nobody got the Cincinnati, although it tasted good because
Wait.
I tasted it. It was very tasty.
Wait.
Yeah.
Was the Terlingua chili, was it made with ground meat or diced meat?
They were all ground meat.
Okay. Then it wasn't authentic.
Oh my God. Okay, Alan.
It wasn't in the original Klingon either, Alan.
Well, there you go. Jeez, Jay. If it wasn't in the original Klingon, it can't have been good.
So I saw the Washington Monument for the first time.
There it goes.
Bigger than I expected.
You thought it was like the Bunker Hill Monument? It's just a little one.
Yeah.
You're supposed to say that's what she said.
That is
what she said.
It's Washington's massive erection.
No, I mean I've seen pictures of it and everything, but I haven't never seen it in context of everything else. So
that surprised me because
that's interesting.
Well, we growing up in Mass, they had what the hell was it? It was either middle school or the high school.
The 6th grade trip.
Yeah,
or something.
the big field trip.
Yeah.
Was they went down to DC for like half a week.
Yeah, we never did that.
And you're closer. You're only about 6 hours out in a drive.
Yeah.
And it's like that. I'm shocked that wasn't a field trip.
That's not the funniest part, Jay.
What?
The funniest part happened this morning.
What?
When you were on your way to work and saw the police.
It wasn't the police. You want me to tell this story?
Apparently, he's hinted enough.
What's funny is, and I'll tell it because I was talking to her when it happened. She was on her way to work, and she's like, she sees all these.
No, I'm not going to work. I was going to my mom's house.
You were going someplace, and so these she said, oh, there's these like cops with like drop leg holsters and stuff. What are they doing? And then she got all paranoid because she thought maybe they tracked her phone to DC around the Washington Monument and thought, oh crap, maybe they're here to get me.
One of the insurrectionists. Oh no.
I don't know. Because they have done that already. They've done that. They've tracked people to their homes because their phones showed up somewhere in the vicinity of, and then but I have to say that I went to, in that area, the DC area. Yeah. And then when I got back, I started getting weird notifications on my phone saying, do you want to be tracked for COVID? And do you want this and that? And I'm like, what the fuck? All of a sudden I'm getting,
Yep.
Oh, just creepy. Wait till they turn your phone off like they're doing in Australia.
Really?
They're not turning phones off, but they're shutting the internet off.
Yeah.
This is why you don't this is why you don't give up your guns, folks.
Do you see the one where they arrested somebody for smuggling KFC chicken?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought for sure that was the bait.
I think that was New Zealand, but still.
Yes, it was New Zealand. Yes.
Yeah.
Same. It was like
Australia light. Yeah.
It's like northern. New Zealand is to Australia what Canada is to the U.S.
Yeah.
They're Australia's hat.
Right.
Yeah.
I hope we don't have any Kiwi listeners because they will kill me. But anyway.
No, they'll go, yeah, you're right.
Well, because isn't like New Zealand and Australia is a lot like North Ireland and Ireland. You know, you're really the same, but you pretend you're different. Now Britty's gonna kill me.
No, actually, Northern Ireland is Ireland. The British just need to get the fuck out. It's not your island. Go home.
Piss off.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, apparently, to get people. I mean, they've been like firing rubber bullets at people, and it's hysterical because like I don't even know. Oh, I do know what to call them. Fucking fascists are excusing it.
Yeah.
Well, those people were protesting.
Yep.
Are you fucking for real? Did we not go through a 6-month period where they were burning shit down here and no, we can't do anything. But because they're not paying attention to the COVID restrictions, you mean like the giant Black Lives Matter protests that raged in all these cities that the CDC exempted, and yet we're supposed to listen to the CDC now? Oh, they have billions to spend on research. What do you have? Fuck you. I wasn't the one saying, you can go out and fucking riot, and that's okay because it's for social justice.
Right.
But if you want to go to a birthday party, fuck you, you're trying to spread COVID. No. Certain people have been getting on my fucking nerves. I'm just saying.
There's a cat over your shoulder, Brita.
I know.
There has been a sighting.
Bad.
Yep. You get down from there right now, mister.
I do think the double standard for a lot of things is getting to people because it's so obvious. Let's talk about the Met Gala, which I don't think we've talked about.
No, we haven't.
Was it
last weekend or?
Yeah.
This is just an onion. There's layers upon layers.
Layers upon layers. But one of the big takeaways of the Met Gala for me was all the celebrities dressed in their finery.
Yep.
Beautiful. They're in a big tent. Basically, it's a big tent that is like kind of they've got HVAC systems and everything for the big tent, and they say it's outside. Okay. But also, while the celebrities are swanning around in their giant dresses, that's, okay.
And no masks.
All the help wearing masks. Yep. It's almost like the Star of David type thing. Like here is this
Barack
good
Obama's
class and it's a
birthday party.
Yeah, same thing.
Right, exactly.
The
help wears the masks.
The proles have to wear masks.
Right.
The inner circle doesn't. They're too good for masks.
Right.
And then
the Emmys just recently, right? The Emmys, they just had the Emmys recently, and people were like, "Hey, we're all indoors," because the Emmys is indoors.
Right.
None of the celebrities were wearing masks, but again, the help was. But whoever runs the Emmys says, "Oh no, it's like a television production. It's exempt." Oh, okay.
Yeah, like Dick Gregory having a 30-round magazine. Was that his name? The 30-round magazine in DC. But it's okay because it's for media purposes. Oh, yeah. Well then. Guess I'm getting a machine gun.
Right.
It's media purposes. I was told it was okay.
Yeah, it's also that whole like that upper class wannabe, the people who perceive themselves as being at the top,
right,
for no goddamn good reason, because they're all a bunch of fucking idiots.
AOC.
You mean like Sandy?
Yeah.
Sandy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's none of these people at this gala event have actually accomplished anything in their lives of any substance.
Well, no,
She got elected.
The designer of Sandy's dress has done a lot. She stiffed a lot of people.
Yeah, not paid taxes.
Right.
Not paid or rent or
Even worse.
comp,
Even worse, the taxes she didn't pay were the payroll taxes.
Yeah.
Which means she took the money from her employees and then didn't pay it to the government.
And yet gave a $35,000 ticket to AOC, which I always thought that was, I don't know, illegal.
Because
it's
it
an
is.
ethics
Yeah,
violation.
those types of gifts. Isn't that
it's
one of those gifts they're not allowed to accept?
I don't know, like a bribe.
Plus the dress.
Bribe.
Yeah.
And what was that worth?
Well, it's kind of a crappy dress. I mean,
I understand that, but if you try, what was the listed value? It's like Hunter
Biden's art.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's like Hunter Biden's art. What's it really worth? Well, somebody paid $500,000 for it, but so I mean, it's all, it's like a lot of that art. It's used, and the book deals and all that kind of stuff. It's just
the book deals,
money laundering.
It's graft.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Yep.
You can't make a donate. You can't.
The Hunter Biden art thing.
Yes.
I gotta say, I gotta just step back and say, bravo. That is a level of hubris and chutzpah that it's like, damn, son, you just I mean, I thought nailing your dead brother's wife was one thing, but millions of dollars for fucking shit blown through a straw.
Yeah.
I mean, not even trying to get away from the coke, huh? Blow it through a straw? Come on, Hunter. You stick with what you know, don't you, dude? And he's making millions. He's a dude who he's fucked up his entire life.
Yeah.
Is he giving 10% to the big guy?
Well,
I bet
I
think he is.
The thing is,
20%.
Here's the thing.
At this point,
Here's the thing about the big guy. He doesn't know what he's getting.
No.
Because he's wandering around the White House crapping his pants and
looking for his pudding. Yeah, where's my pudding?
He doesn't know what the fuck is going on. He has no idea.
Yeah, they're about to come up with a ruling on Arizona tomorrow, I think. That's going to be interesting.
Explain.
About Arizona?
The voting irregularities.
They're
supposed to be some and I think I want to say it was Kevin Baker who mentioned you're going to have one of three turnouts. They're either going to be Kevin Bacon from Animal House, all is well, while the crowd's crushing him. They're going to be like, well, there were some irregularities, but nothing.
It's the election audit report.
Yes, thank you, Alan.
That's going to be out.
Or they're going to be like, yeah, we threw the whole state, but what are you going to do about it? And at this point, I honestly don't know what they're going to do. Because after the whole, the New York Times, we saved you from Donald Trump. They may very well be like, we stole the state because it was just that important. Stopping Donald Trump was just that important because they want him to run again. They absolutely want Trump to run again. Because
you think so?
Absolutely. Absolutely. They haven't hated someone as much as they hate Trump since Reagan.
Well, you gotta look at it. Well, yeah, but wait a minute. So you got to look at it from a couple of different angles. So it's like you've got CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, NBC, the five. Yeah, their ratings have tanked since Trump left.
They can't
Trump was the best thing that ever happened to them.
And they can't cover anything now because everything is Biden fucking up.
Exactly. They can't cover. Yeah.
Like who was it that pointed out what the Biden administration recommended we do with the Haitian immigrants?
Oh yeah, put them at Gitmo.
Dude.
And nobody.
Dude.
I mean, that was absolutely. They were like, I mean, the crickets were like, "Fuck."
Yeah. Did you see the White House press corps has filed? They filed a complaint or sued. I can't remember. I think they filed a complaint.
They did, yeah,
against the White House because Biden won't take any questions from them. And it was really obvious because when what's his name, the British Prime Minister Johnson,
Boris Johnson,
he was answering questions from the British press. He was answering questions, and then they tried to ask.
That's what you do.
They tried to ask Biden questions, and the staffers threw everybody out.
Not just that, but the staffers threw everybody out in the middle of Boris Johnson answering the question.
Right? They were
Boris
yelling
Johnson's
and
sitting there like,
yeah,
what's happening? Yeah,
yep.
But you know what? The press corps can go fuck themselves.
Yeah.
Yep.
This monster is their
This
creation.
is on you.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
created
were
it.
crowing 6 months ago. You were crowing how you defeated Orange Man.
Right.
And sure, we lied and we suppressed voices and we didn't cover stuff. But it was for a greater good. Well, here you go.
Right.
You own this.
Yep.
You own
also,
this.
didn't Orange Man just stand there and answer questions for like hours?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was more than happy to just talk.
That was part of the problem. See, he was mean. He was mean. He would tell people to shut the fuck up because I'm not going to answer that because it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you had a case where Trump could do no right. I mean, literally, Trump could do no right. It was obvious, and for anybody that bothered to pay attention, there was literally nothing. Trump could have single-handedly ended war, brought about world peace, fixed the climate problem, fixed everything, made the entire earth utopia, and it still would have been, he would have been awful Hitler.
Yeah. Trump cures cancer, doctor's hardest hit.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally could do nothing right. And now we have the opposite where Biden can literally do nothing wrong. I mean, even, you lose the Afghanistan fiasco, the border crisis, COVID response.
What Afghanistan fiasco?
Exactly.
What?
Yeah.
Crickets.
That was like 4 or 5 days ago, right?
Crickets.
Yeah, exactly.
Crickets. There is no, he can literally do nothing wrong.
It's worse than that, Alan. It's worse than that. They're running with the Joe Biden got us out of Afghanistan when 3 other presidents couldn't. They're brazen.
Yeah.
They know they're lying through their fucking teeth.
Oh, yeah.
And it doesn't matter.
No.
You know what Biden's approval rating is right now?
43%.
I bet it's lower than that.
Nope.
38?
39.
Oh, okay.
39.
Imagine if they actually polled.
I know.
That's the best they could get.
What poll was that? Do you know? Does it say? Is it Zogby or is it one of the Rasmussen? Because those all skew Democrat.
Which doesn't really portend well.
I know. That's my point. Is the pollsters that skew Democrats have him at 39%. Imagine it's like an inflation rate, right? They say inflation is 5 or 6%, which means Pew. Okay. Oh, Pew's even worse. So if Pew says it's 39, it's really more like 29.
Yeah. Have you seen one of the latest memes? It's a shot of Barack Obama and Joe Biden, and Biden's like this, and Obama's like this, and the tag is just, yeah, no, Joe, they don't want to have sex with you. That's not what fuck Biden means. Like, oh, and you know what? I'm going to segue with that because they're taking offense. How dare you? That's the office of the president. Oh my
gosh.
I'm sorry. You can very politely go fuck yourself with a rusty screwdriver, you fucking dolts. You don't spend 4 years shitting all over the fucking president and then get offended, fuck Trump. Oh, we never heard that. We didn't see Kathy fucking Griffin holding his severed fucking head. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Right.
God.
He hadn't even really started his presidency with the head thing.
Biden has, we've seen gas prices double. Inflation is skyrocketing. He fucked up Afghanistan. He's fucked up the Middle East. In less
fucked
than
up the
a year.
border.
It fucked up, even worse than they were, everything they claimed Trump was doing, he's doubled down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
we've lost embassies, right?
We've had ambassadors kicked out of fucking France.
Yeah.
Right. That is shocking to me. That is shocking. Yeah.
Literally our oldest ally.
Yep.
Literally.
Wow.
Well, also,
and again, I would like to follow the money on that one.
Also,
the
long and you thought nothing would ever happen to it Durham investigation.
Isn't he the one with the puppets?
They finally indicted somebody.
What?
Jeff Dunham. Sorry.
Okay. Is there something I missed?
They indicted Michael Sussman, who was he worked for Perkins Coie. They indicted him for lying to the FBI about the Trump Russia thing.
Oh, yes. Oh,
wow.
Yeah, we've known that was complete and utter bullshit for years.
We have, Jay.
But yeah.
But and this was a grand jury indictment. Now, a prosecutor can get a grand jury to indict anyone for anything.
A ham sandwich. Yes.
However, it was still a grand jury indictment. He will go to trial.
Yeah, it's on the record.
It's on the record that he lied. He lied about everything. Also, there's that whole remember that thing about how the beginning of the Russiagate was Trump's bank is exchanging secret information over the internet with Russian banks. Well, it turns out that whole thing was completely made up by some guy that was angling for a position in the Clinton administration or something. I mean, it was
wow.
So, how many years did we listen to Russiagate and senators say, oh yeah, I've seen the evidence and blah, 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 I've seen the evidence. It's ironclad. They're going to, and every evening, Rachel Maddow would be on her show talking about how they were going to perp walk Trump tomorrow and all this kind of stuff. And it was completely made up. Not only was it completely made up, but it was intentionally orchestrated by the Clinton campaign, which makes it arguably worse than Watergate.
Well, yes, it is. No question. There's a case to be made for treason.
I agree.
Like literally, firing squad treason. Not that we do that anymore. Anybody gives a fuck, but
unfortunate.
This is why
definitely unethical. Even if you can't make a case of treason, it should be. These people are all lawyers, right? They should be disbarred.
Yeah.
They're all
at the very least
elected public. They're all elected politicians. They should be impeached and thrown out,
stripped of their pensions,
all that kind of stuff. There should be, and that's one of the biggest problems we have in the United States now is there's no fucking consequences to anything. None, zero, zip. If you or I do something and we get nailed for it, we go to jail. They throw the book at you. You get the, you're done. One of these Washington elites does something. Not even that. Not even
again,
that.
Alan, I'm still waiting for the strongly worded censure that they were going to put up against Bill Clinton for lying to the grand jury.
Nothing. Never happened.
1998.
Right.
You're talking, 23 years ago at this point.
Yeah.
Remember, that's
I
where
think
Move
really
On
interesting
came from. Censure and move on.
Yeah. I really think it's interesting. The news cycle moves like bam, 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 like nonstop, so fast, news cycle, right?
Right.
But like the government cycle moves so slowly. And I
Sure.
think that's part of why they get away with so much stuff, is because the news cycle is moving, and the government is just way behind. And by the time things catch up, nobody cares.
Well, also the news cycle is not looking at anything the government's doing. Remember under
No,
the
of course not. But I'm just saying that, like,
yeah,
sure.
The government takes 6 months to decide on a fucking bill for something. And,
right.
And, there are actually really horrific bills that are in Congress right now, and the media is paying them zero attention, none whatsoever.
The hike in the gas prices.
Oh, there's all kinds of
Lord.
horrific things. The one
we're going to tax the rich, but
the latest one was trying to attach all the millions of green cards to the finance bill or something, and the parliamentarians said no, you can't do that, and people, the Democrats got all pissed off, like, well, who are you to tell us what we can vote on or not? It's just, there's no consequences for bad behavior by these fucking elites. It's ridiculous. They need to be held accountable. I don't know who the fuck's going to do it. The judges won't do it.
Nobody's going to do it.
Congress won't do it to themselves.
No.
The president won't do it. He doesn't even know he doesn't know what day it is. He doesn't know where he is.
He
has no clue.
Vice president running against Bush
there's
in
no
2004.
The checks and balances are dead. And I was telling Rita this the other day. I think not just in the US, but the entire world has crossed the line. It's like we've gone, at least, we used to point in the Western world, we used to point to the other parts of the world, and we talk about how they were low trust societies. You couldn't, the bribery, the scandals. I mean, there was no integrity to anything because it was just all complete shit. And now the Western world has become that. We're all the same now. There's no integrity. It's complete shit. No accountability, no bribing. I mean, no people get bribed all the time. The latest one was this Facebook thing. Did you see about this? Facebook overpaid fines by billions of dollars in order to shield Mark Zuckerberg. There's a shareholder lawsuit right now. The allegation the shareholders are making is that Facebook overpaid an FTC fine by billions of dollars in order to shield Mark Zuckerberg.
So
the company paid a massive $5 billion fine to settle the Cambridge Analytica scandals. The fine was about 50 times more than the FTC should have fined him over the issues. And what they think is, what the alleged allegation is that the fine was levied because the FTC agreed to keep Zuckerberg's name out of the final settlement. Nothing. This is gross malfeasance on a part of a regulator, and nobody gives a shit.
Yep. You just, as long as they get their money.
Exactly. Now you got all these
two sets of laws.
Now you got all these pharmaceutical companies making bank off of COVID.
Yep. And what are people doing? Oh, we need more vaccines. Only vaccines count.
Right.
As someone with a background in biology, I cannot possibly be more angry at even if you've had the disease, you need the vaccine.
Talk about trusting the science. Jesus.
What happened to follow the science? That has been a bedrock of virology for as long as it's existed as a science.
Right.
The whole point of the vaccine is to mimic the body's response, to trick the body into that response.
Even before they knew what caused these diseases, they knew that if you had it and recovered from it, you'd never get it again.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. If you're one of the lucky
Unless-
ones,
Right.
but
So
follow the science. This is the
I mean,
same.
The thing that I don't understand is that people are saying, I'm vaccinated, but I need you to be vaccinated to protect me from getting, it's like, what? Like,
it's like,
if we're all vaccinated, are we still?
How many new
I don't know.
billionaires has this minted?
a bunch.
And who are
Lots.
they donating to?
A bunch.
Everyone that's in power. Doesn't matter left,
not
right.
me.
Yeah, that's right. I ain't getting any. But now it's like, now they're saying, okay, you need a once a year booster. Oh, a once every 6 month booster. Oh, once a week booster. Have you had your daily booster shot yet?
Yeah, fuck you.
And again.
No.
The latest thing, and I heard about this today.
He's just,
okay.
Look at me. I'm on the books.
Really?
He's like, check me
I'm not
out.
sure he's awake. Are you awake?
Yeah, he's awake.
He's like, I'm being a bad boy.
Meanwhile, Cosmo's asleep. So there's a supplement that's been out for like literally decades. I don't know when they identified this, but it's been over 50 years. This supplement called NAC. And you could buy it and you go to the vitamin aisle in your grocery store and you just buy it. It's a supplement.
NAC. What's that stand for?
It's a
niacin.
Sodium carbon.
No, it's what is it?
NAC, sodium carbon.
It's
chemistry humor.
You would ask me what the hell it was. Hang on.
North American Command.
N-acetylcysteine. It's some weird name, but anyway, they call it NAC. But the FDA, so it's a supplement, and it's been a thing that it's like people take it to because it like helps your liver and stuff like that. Like if you drink a lot, it's supposed to help your liver, and people kind of use it like a hangover cure and stuff like that. It's it's a supplement, and so now the FDA has decided that, oh no, you can't sell this anymore as a supplement. It has to be a drug, and you have to get a prescription for it.
That's where they're heading. They want to regulate everything like that.
Because people discovered that it is useful in fighting the cytokine storm in your lungs.
I see.
When you have COVID.
It has also been used in inhaled form to loosen mucus in people with cystic fibrosis, and orally it may help with symptoms of flu, chronic bronchitis, and COPD symptoms, but evidence is weak for its purported blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Like the ivermectin that everyone's like, oh, look at the pet cemetery for those.
I know we're getting to the end of the hour.
It took 24 days for CVS to fill my ivermectin prescription.
Is it because they were out of stock because everybody's getting ivermectin?
Exactly. They are out of stock. That's what the pharmacist told me. Their shipping warehouse was completely out of stock. Not only that, but they only got a little bit in and they could only fill prescriptions. They were filling prescriptions on a first come, first serve basis. And it took that long for mine to catch up with the little bit they got in. So
I'm glad you got it. Not that you leave your house and you're going to get COVID.
It might not matter, but
won't get worms now.
Well, I mean, it's kind of one of those things where, it might not matter or maybe it does but it won't hurt.
No.
And what my doctor said to do, and this was from my doctor.
Yeah.
She said if you start getting symptoms,
which would be
you stuffy nose, cold symptoms, you start feeling symptoms that you're sick, start taking it. The earlier, the better.
And The side effects are not.
They're basically none.
Okay.
So.
Well, you know the Project Veritas came out with videos this week.
Yes, they did.
And
drip.
Yeah, the first video, the thing that stuck with me was that a doctor or nurse, I don't know, said they're not treating people like they should be treating people that are sick.
Right.
It's like they want people to die.
They do.
They do.
They do want people to die. That's why they put people in the nursing homes that were COVID positive to kill all the old people.
Sure.
Duh. Why else would you do it?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to figure out like what other possible reason there would be for doing that.
There isn't one.
We have this disease that we don't know exactly what's going on, but you know, it makes it hard for people to breathe, and they have like pneumonia,
and old
really
people are
flu.
super susceptible to it.
Yeah, so let's just
right.
stuff the infected with a bunch of old people because that's a good idea.
Right.
It's like it's literally giving smallpox blankets to the Indians.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it is.
You know who'd be a great guard for the hen house? A fox. Yeah, that's the way to go.
Right.
Yep.
And what was?
But the Veritas video.
Oh God.
The other interesting thing about the Veritas video was that the first one was that this was a government hospital, and they were basically being told to not update the virus. I mean the thing that lists all the complications and side effects from the vaccine. They were not updating the data. They weren't giving anything putting anything into the database at all.
Well,
and this is
it doesn't surprise me.
And this was a federal hospital. And then the second video.
I just saw part of that this evening. I haven't watched the whole thing.
The second video. Now, granted, the second video was not one of the executives of the FDA. However, it was somebody that works for the FDA. It was an economist. And it is, I believe, an accurate picture of the thought processes within the FDA. It was the FDA, right? I'm pretty sure it was.
Yes.
And he's like talking about going door to door and forcing vaccines on people.
That's what
door to door.
Yeah.
Like Nazi Germany. That was his words.
Right.
Like Nazi Germany.
He had no problem with it, though.
Had no problem with it.
And yet nobody's punching them.
Here's the thing. We now know what this man looks like. We also know his name.
Yep.
Let's show up at his door and pull him out and say, stick out your arm. I'm going to inject you with something.
And see what happens. Yeah.
And again, this is,
we may have just got this video deleted off of YouTube.
You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. It's just shocking how quickly they resort to force. And he said on the video, he's like, I don't care about people's bodily autonomy.
Right.
Okay. Bring it. I don't care about yours either, buddy. Come to my front door and try it. Try it.
Yet they're jumping up and down screaming about Texas's new abortion law.
Amazing. Yeah. They don't
So it's my body, my choice, unless you want to inject me with something, and then I don't have a choice.
Right.
Well, you got to remember, Jay, if this would be totally different if Trump was president.
Oh, well, much like the Haitian immigrants at Gitmo.
Yeah. If Trump
with a document that said Trump had just asked.
Yeah.
What if we put them at Gitmo? They've got the facilities.
Oh no.
Oh dear God. It would have been, mine Trump.
Yeah.
Trump is locking up the black Haitians. Oh no, he's a racist.
That's right.
Or whatever.
And to highlight how fucking ridiculous social media is.
Right.
Someone put up one of those. Someone explained to me how Haitian immigrants got from Haiti to Texas, 14,000 miles away.
Isn't that funny?
It's fact checked. It is fact
What?
checked, and they explain that. Oh, after the earthquake in 2010, a lot of them went to South America, so they're just making their way north.
No.
And it's like, it still doesn't fucking mean that it's wrong, you fucking dolts. It's still, how the fuck do they go from Haiti to South America to fucking Texas? I don't have the money to make that fucking voyage. Oh, they went to South America and the jobs dried up. Like, well, and
Okay.
go back to Haiti. Why is it our fucking problem? And boy, wasn't that Trump's point?
Yeah.
But, all those jobs that are going unfilled because you're paying people to stay home. There's a word when you have a class of people that do a job no one else wants to do. And if Trump were in office, we know what they'd be saying. But because it's Sleepy Joe, it's fine. Those poor people. Why are they being stopped at the border?
Give me you're tired and you're poor and you're hungry.
Haiti doesn't
Jay.
border Texas. That's why.
Anybody got a show and
Yeah.
tell? Rita does.
Tell.
I always have a show and tell.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
Do I?
Yes, you
What?
do.
Jeffrey?
Your creation.
Oh, that's in the other room.
Oh, okay.
Jeffrey Epstein? He didn't kill himself.
No. Jeffrey is the crab that I brought home from Maryland.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yes, that's the one. That,
Who wants to go first?
And I brought home the little crab shell, and somehow he got named Jeffrey. And
Jeffrey the crab.
he's really cute. I ate him, but
Show it
I realized, like, do you want me to go get it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, everybody's seen a crab shell. But I just realized, like, my cabinet is like full of items that carcasses of creatures I've eaten. Like, it's weird.
Well, it's been an hour. There goes Jay.
Oh my God. That is so strange that happens.
Yeah. I'll fill in with the cat cam.
Why does that happen?
Here he comes back.
What is your
Yeah, it's been an hour.
It's a little under an hour this time.
Yeah.
do you have a timer, Jay?
My phone apparently does. It's like, it's been an
So
hour.
weird.
Fuck him. They're apparently listening to me.
So Brita didn't have a show and tell. She just has a tell.
She says to tell.
I ate crabs in Maryland. It was good, and I brought home the carcass.
All right.
It's like Maryland's known for that or something.
Jay?
Yeah.
You want a show and tell?
I just want to say that when we were at the restaurant, we went down to visit the docks, and there were big tanks full of crabs that apparently they use for soft shell crabs. So, like, they keep the crabs, I guess, and when they molt their little shells, they pull them out and throw them in the deep fryer.
Yoink.
But while I was there, I saw 2 crabs doing it. So that was exciting.
All right.
Crabs getting it on.
That's my story. I also saw an osprey, which was very cool. I've never seen an osprey before.
V-22?
No, a bird. An osprey.
I saw one of those at AUSA.
Yeah. Anyway,
Jay?
it was a good trip to Maryland. Thank you.
I have a very me thing.
Oh.
How many of those do you have?
It's the Italian in you,
A
right?
lot.
What is it with Italians and daggers, man?
and switchblades. I'm happier to guinea with a switchblade. I
Wow.
would say that because I am Italian. So.
Hey, I'm like what? I'm
I'm
a small percentage Italian. So.
wow.
Kershaw launch.
Yeah.
It's
Is
very
wow,
nice.
look at that. Wow.
I like it very much.
That's sexy.
It's very cool, very slim, very trim. Has a very positive action.
Nice.
I'll say.
It's a nice, just a very plain the dagger blade.
Pick stuff out of your teeth with that one.
You sure could. You have to be careful though,
something out of
because
something.
if you turn it around in your offhand, you open the blade into your hand, and then you get poked. And ouch!
No,
Not good.
It even has, you can reverse the pocket clip. So if you want to,
oh nice, so you could be left-handed.
Exactly. I always carry in my left pocket anyway.
Okay.
So I'm always.
You're not left-handed though.
I am not. But there's something else for my right hand.
Yeah.
Oh. Your chapstick.
My chapstick.
Yes. That's exactly right.
So,
Alan? Well, my show and tell is
a cat again.
Let me see if I can.
Oh my God, Alan, you're wearing Crocs.
Yes, I am.
Alan's
Doesn't that like get you?
Crocs are very hip right now, Jay. Crocs are very hip. Oh, buddy. Oh, he's so cute.
How dare you disturb nap time?
Yeah.
Cosmo, the three-legged wonder.
Yep.
He's lovely.
He just woke up. Now he's going.
I can tell. Look at his face.
What the hell is going on?
Why is there no food?
What happened?
What are you doing now?
Why is the catnip gone? Oh, and MGM just started a new feature.
He's about to go back to sleep.
Yeah, anyway. He is.
Yeah, okay, Kim.
Okay.
All right.
Very cool.
That's my. Whoops. Get us back in our right places.
Glad I'm not the only one with OCD.
Well, Jay, it was good to see you.
Oh, it was great seeing you. We realized it had been Houston the last time.
2010.
That was a million years ago.
13.
13? Okay.
13. 2010 was Charlotte.
Either way.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Either way. Way too long. Jay is like, he looks like he's been carved out of mahogany.
Because he's been going to been going to gun sites.
He's so brown and glossy.
Oh, yeah. It's you white people.
It's got that drugstore Indian thing.
I know.
I know. Yeah, my people have historically stood in for Indians, so and Hispanics. We were always the sharks in West Side Story.
Yep.
Yeah. West Side Story was always the Grazios and Spaghettios and Consolis that were the sharks.
Apparently, Spielberg's doing a remake of West Side Story, and they got a lot of complaints because he wasn't using enough Italians in it or something. I don't know.
That's not true to the original.
Yeah.
Well, now if he was doing a remake of The Wanderers, he might have something. Very, very obscure early 80s movie with what the hell was his name?
Is it a musical?
Ken Wall? No. It's a coming of age movie in like 1950s Brooklyn, playing an Italian.
Oh, of course.
So
Okay. Well, theoretically, we'll be back next week.
Theoretically. There's no reason not. Yeah, well, provided they haven't gotten to us. They haven't knocked on our doors.
So it'll be the last day of September.
The SWAT team was not for me. Oh my God. Yes, The Wanderers, 1979.
Oh, 79. Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. And it is Ken Wall.
The Wanderers, not to be confused with The Warriors, which was another New York gang film.
Yep.
Karen Allen.
I remember Warriors.
Warriors was Come Out and Play.
Yeah, I remember that one. Come Out and Play. Yeah.
Oh, that was from Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Wasn't she she was the girlfriend in Animal House? Yes.
Oh.
She was the She was the one that wound up sleeping with Donald Sutherland. I don't know how I know this shit. I just do.
It just sticks there.
I got like a Venus flytrap for a brain. It just grabs shit and keeps it, never lets it go. And then I'm like, what did I have for breakfast? When did I take my meds?
Yep. Well,
Like, what was I supposed to do? I was supposed to call somebody. Oh, jeez.
we're over an hour now, so
Yeah, woo! But I can remember
Friggin-
I can remember the entire cast of the Warriors because that's, of course, important.
no.
Super important. Yes.
Yes. The Wanderers, which was the dad from, oh my God, now I can't think of the you know where I'm going with this. It was the dad in the movie with in the TV show with Nell Carter. Yeah.
Now
Yep.
Carter. Okay.
Yep. Yeah. I
Oh,
can't
good
for the life of me remember the name of it at this point. But the dad was the mafia kingpin in The Wanderers in the bowling alley. Now somebody's gonna have to look it up. Are you gonna be like,
I'm gonna have to cross-reference with Nell Carter, who I haven't thought about in decades.
Yeah,
but
kind of fell off the planet.
Crazy. Okay, we're done.
Well, yeah, we're done.
We're done. Jay has flung out enough obscure trivia for the day.
We'll be back next week.
We will see you next week. Oh wait, hold on.
Will.
I have to show off my York arms.
What's your shirt?
Nice.
York arms.
That's a nice shirt.
This is
the maker of the 2 existing Squirrel Report ARs.
Yes, exactly. Little shout out,
Indeed.
little love. I was looking through. I tried to wear a different shirt, and I was like, "Oh man,
mine is a cat that says
go away." It's very
Go
apt.
away.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Night.
Good night.